My favourite conspiracy is the conspiracy. That's the conspiracy that there aren't actually any conspiracies. But you won't have heard of that because it's all been hushed up. That's the thing about that. But the moon landings were 40 years ago. And there are some people who think that we never went to the moon, you know, and it was all done on the set of Kubrick, 2001, something like that. But that of course isn't true, because if you've got a big telescope, and that's not a euphemism, if you've got a big telescope like I have, which is a euphemism, then you can look through it and you can see the moon buggy on the moon. I mean, how did that get there if it was all faked, you know? So, I thought I'd write a song about the moon. We went to the moon. Oh yeah, we went to the moon. And to prove we went to the moon, we put a flag on the moon. And we had to put a little stick across the top so that it would stay up on the moon. And the reason we had to do that, you see, is because the moon's got a little bit of gravity. Just enough gravity to make that flag fall down. Oh yeah, we had to do that on the moon, because there's no wind to ruffle a flag on the moon. Oh no, no wind on the moon, except for the solar wind, but that's a different sort of wind, because that's made of highly charged particles that have no effect on the material that the flag was made from. They just pass straight through. The solar wind. But a solar wind will affect the human DNA, and it will degrade and change your biological structure. And the solar wind will damage and fry electronics. A very dangerous place, the moon. That's why the Earth has a magnetosphere. That's right. That's why the Earth has a magnetosphere, which is formed by a molten iron core at the centre of the Earth, which creates a magnetic field which deflects all the particles away so safely. But there's no such safety on the moon. There's no air, so you can't breathe if you don't have the proper safety equipment. You'll have to leave the moon. And that's what we did, we left the moon. We said goodbye to the moon. But as always, when you're returning from holiday, you know, you're packing your suitcase up again, and you can't always get everything back in that you took in the first place. So we had to leave something behind on the moon. Oh yeah. We had to leave something behind on the moon. What should we leave behind on the moon? Shall we leave Buzz? No. Shall we leave some moon rocks behind? No, we need those moon rocks, that's what we came for in the first place. Alright. Shall we leave some of the dust, the moon dust behind? Shall we leave the moon? No, we need the moon dust. What do we need all this moon dust for? We need to do experiments on the moon dust. See what it's made of. Okay, so what should we leave? Should we leave our sandwiches on the moon? No, that would be litter. I mean, can you imagine littering the moon? That would be degrading and offensive to humanity if we left that on the moon. No, we'll leave the car. And that's what they did, they left the little Rover 200 on the moon. And 40 years is a long, long time. I hope we haven't incurred a parking fine on the moon. And that's the story of the moon.